Hello, everybody. Happy festive season. I just heard that over the weekend where somebody greeted somebody in that way, happy festive season, and I really liked that. I thought, because there's so many different ways that people celebrate this time of year, I just thought that encompasses everything, and I just seems so light and fun. So happy festive season is what I really want to say. So I'm going to pull a theme or the energy for this week. If you celebrate Christmas, we are celebrating Christmas this week. And then I'm going to pull another card I'm doing this totally off the cuff today. I have a little limited time because I have lots of things on my plate today, so I didn't take the time to really sit and work with this. So I'm just going to do it off the cuff and we'll see what happens. So energy card for the week, theme for the week, and then how to work with that energy or that theme. And then I think I'll pull a card for what our heart knows. What our heart knows. I'm looking at a spread that I have in my guidebook, which is called the Heart Knows Reading. So that's the 3 questions we're going to work with. So first of all, I'm going to pull the energy, the theme for the week. And yeah, I'm going to work with all animal wisdom today. Let's bring in the animals and their amazing guidance. So the energy and the theme for this week is perfect. Simplify. Simplify. Yeah, I'm just hearing in particular, because it feels like, and I'm not saying that men don't do this, but women, it seems like women are in charge of the festive season. And, getting our homes ready, getting the food ready, getting the gifts wrapped, buying the gifts. And we can feel tired by the time that day arrives. And I'm just speaking of Christmas for this week, of course. But again, however you celebrate the festive season and what that all entails, maybe you're worrying about how something has to be done, and this card is really just saying simple. Keep it simple. Just simplify things, because really it's all about just being in the company of those we love and care about, and enjoying this season and all the magic it has to bring. So wow, what a great message. So maybe you're doing the hustle and bustle right now, and this message is telling you, stop, just look at a way that you can simplify this and not get caught up in the hustle and the bustle. And, I'm thinking about, I just have to say this because last week, normally my mom and I go to lunch for Christmas, but this year she proposed the idea of me coming to her house. And she made this fabulous salad that oh gosh, it's a memory from many, many years ago when I visited her in Florida, called a 1905 salad. And I brought key lime pie. And I have to tell you, it was just so cozy, so heartwarming. It was simple. It was just so nice. We didn't have to worry about where we were going to go or worry how the weather was going to be. And it's a memory I'll carry in my heart forever. So maybe there's something is being called for you to simplify this week as well, as the theme and the energy of the week is simplify. So it's interesting because when I started out, I said, how are we going to work with this energy? So let's just pull a card. Maybe a part of you is feeling, I don't know, people expect this of me. I've always done it this way. What are people going to think if I don't? So let's pull a card of how we can work with the energy of simplify. And the animal on there is iguana. All right. How can we work with the energy of simplify during what can feel like a hectic, busy season? How can we work with that energy? We have frog and change. So it's really asking us to make that change, just to be curious about that. Take that leap and just see how that feels. Be curious about it. I love how the frog is looking up at that flower and almost in admiring it, but also in curiosity of, maybe if I make this change, it will be very not welcome only for myself, but those around me. Because just I think about myself in years past and how I know I wasn't a great person to be around when I was so caught up in the hustle and bustle and thinking I had to do everything a certain way. So to work with the energy of simplify during the festive season is really asking us to be curious about those changes. Take just one small leap. Find a space in your life, an area in your life these next few weeks where you can simplify and just be open to seeing how that feels. I have a feeling it will feel very nice and very welcoming. And when you feel more at peace, those around you are going to feel more at peace too. Oh, I love that. That's so beautiful. All right, so what the heart knows. What the heart knows. What animal has wisdom for us for this week? What does the heart know? Truly know. Our heart knows. Our heart knows. Here we go. We have be and purpose. So I'm really feeling called to say, I'm narrowing in on that word purpose. And it's interesting because I've been thinking about this lately, about what purpose truly, truly is. And purpose really is about, and okay, so when we're looking at the energies of this week, which we have simplify, and how we're going to work with that is asking us to make some changes so we can live simpler lives and not get caught up in the hustle and the bustle and expectations and what we think we should or shouldn't be doing. The purpose really is to enjoy each day, to enjoy this festive season, to really look for that joy and be in that joy. That is the purpose. That is our purpose. I'm not going to get into the whole the whole other thing about career and all that, but it's something I've really been thinking about. So the heart knows what's really important. It really does. And it's when we get caught up in how things used to be done, how maybe expectations are, we think about those expectations and then we worry about how others might think if we do things a little bit differently. So I just really feel like this card is just saying drop into the heart, remember the purpose for this festive season, whatever that is for you, whatever that looks like for you, and just be, no pun intended, but just be with that. Be with the sweetness of that. You think about the bee going from flower to flower and just taking in the nectar. In order to simplify the festive season, open to change, and just take in what is sweet for you, what brings you joy, what makes you feel most alive, and just be that. Just be that. All right, everybody, I hope that was helpful. I hope if you celebrate Christmas, I do. I hope you have a lovely, beautiful Christmas. I'm so grateful for all of those of you who do listen to my videos. I know a lot of you don't comment. You're very quiet. But I do appreciate when I hear from some of you. I love that back and forth. So have a beautiful festive season, and I will see you again soon. Take good care, everybody. Bye-bye.